It was Halloween time on the island of Sodor, and nobody but the Claypit twins liked it better. This was enough of an opportunity for them to trick the other engines and scare them with their ghost stories. Nia, the new engine, had never met the twins, so when she was sent to the China Claypits to help the twins, she didn't know what to expect. Nia was wise to trickery and usually took hold of the situation, but the twins were more than what she was expecting. When she arrived, no one was around. Suddenly, two unfamiliar whistles bellowed from behind. Nia nearly jumped. Surrounding her were the Claypit twins. "Look, Ben, he's a newcomer," said Bill. "She won't last 10 minutes," chuckled Ben. "That wasn't funny," snapped Nia. "You two shouldn't be scaring people like that. It's not polite." "We're only playing," frowned Bill. "We don't mean any harm," agreed Ben. "Well, just don't do it again," said Nia firmly. "Oh, we won't," said the twins as they winked to one another and puffed away. When she met Timothy, he told her what needed to be done. "This rock is meant for Brandon. I would take it there myself, but someone has to keep the twins in order," he said. Suddenly, the twins gave another whistle, which scared Timothy. The twins laughed at this, but Nia didn't. "That wasn't very nice," she scolded. "You should treat him with respect." "Treat him with respect?" cackled Bill. "He doesn't even know his tailpipe from a hole in the ground," chuckled Ben. "I do," snapped Timothy, even though he wasn't sure what that meant. "It's not right for you to be making fun of him. Just because he's naive doesn't mean he doesn't deserve respect," puffed Nia. This made the twins very cross. For the rest of the day, all the twins did was pull pranks on Nia to try to pay her back for ruining their fun. But each time, she gained the upper hand. This infuriated the twins even more, and one evening they decided to play a huge trick on Nia. "Are you sure this'll work?" whispered Ben. "It ought to. If it worked on Boko, then it'll work on her," said Bill. When Nia backed into the shed, the twins were preparing to tell a story. "It's called The Engine Without a Train," said Bill impressively, and this was the story they told. "Many years ago, on a little railway similar to ours, there was an engine who loved working hard and always brought his trains in on time. But one day, his perfect record was about to be ruined forever, when a faulty coupling made the train snap away. The engine vowed to find it, but he was never seen from again. Some say he's still looking for their train, and will often try to steal others in place of their own." The engines were mesmerized. "Oh, I don't want my train stolen," cried Timothy. "Then you'd best be on your guard tonight, Timothy," chuckled Ben as he let out a long ghostly whistle that nearly shook Timothy. Nia, however, wasn't convinced. "It's all right, Timothy. It's just some story to scare younger engines into behaving. I'm sure it's not real." "Oh, but it is," said Bill. "And they might come for you if you're not careful," agreed Ben. "No need to worry about me," laughed Nia. "I'm always careful." But the twins just snickered as the engines went to sleep. The next morning, Nia woke up to get her trucks ready, but when she went to find her trucks, they were nowhere to be seen. "I don't understand. I left them here last night," said Nia. "Maybe the ghost engine got them," said Bill, who was listening from afar. "All right, you two," puffed Nia. "Where's my trucks?" "Oh, we don't know. Maybe you weren't careful after all," laughed Ben, and the twins puffed away. Not long after, Timothy was having trouble finding his trucks. "Where could they have gone?" he asked himself. He puffed all over the yard looking for them, but to no avail. "You lost your trucks too?" asked Nia. "As a matter of fact, yes. How do you know?" said Timothy. "I have a hunch that the twins took our trains away, but they won't tell me where. They keep blaming it on their ghost," explained Nia. "Nia, you don't think that their story may be true, do you?" quizzed Timothy. "No, but I do know how we can get our trucks back," said Nia. "How?" "By tricking them back," she replied, and she began making a plan. After talking it over with Timothy, she sped over to Brendan where Edward was. If anyone knew the twins, it was him. She explained the entire situation, and Edward knew exactly what to do. "An engine that steals trains, eh? Well, maybe their little ghost should pay them a visit tonight," chuckled Edward. As Bill and Ben fell asleep in the sheds after a day's work, a long ghostly whistle was heard in the distance. Ben instantly woke up. "Who's there?" he called. No one replied. Ben concluded that it was just the wind and fell back asleep. In the morning, Bill and Ben went to look for their trains of china clay, headed for Brendam, but they were nowhere to be found. "What? Where's our trucks gone?" they gasped. Timothy just came down the line. "Timothy, have you seen trucks with china clay?" they chimed. "Well, I've seen many trucks, but only ones with slate and rock in them," he replied. "Maybe Boko took them again," said Bill, as the twins went looking for him at Wellsworth. When they reached Wellsworth, Boko had no idea what the twins were talking about. "I haven't even been at the quarry," he buzzed. "Well, then where could they be?" the twins cried. They searched the island up and down. They left no siding unturned and no shed unseen. Night fell by the time that the twins remembered, and it was dark and foggy. They were tired and had finally admitted defeat. Then they puffed home feeling very concerned. "We've looked everywhere, and nothing," cried Bill. "Maybe it was the ghost engine that did it," said Ben. "I heard it last night." But that's impossible. I made it up," stammered Bill. Then they heard a long whistle coming from the distance, along with puffing noises. "It's the ghost!" they cried. They began to puff as fast as they could towards the clay pits, but the ghost was catching up. "Where's my train?" it shouted. "Go away!" the twins cried. "We don't have your train!" "Then I shall take you instead," hissed the ghost. "Oh no, please!" the twins begged. They soon reached the safety of the clay pits, where Timothy was waiting in the shed. The twins came racing in like rockets. "What's got into you two?" he asked. "A ghost!" panted Bill. "It's after us!" finished Ben. Suddenly they heard the whistle again. The twins crouched into the back of the shed, expecting the worst. "Oh, please don't take us, Mr. Ghost," pleaded Bill. "We'll never hide anyone's trains again," cried Ben. Then laughter erupted. Appearing from the fog was Nia. Her, Timothy, and their crews all began to laugh. "I don't think it was funny," snapped Bill. "Yeah, you nearly made us wet the tracks," agreed Ben. "Well, it wasn't very funny when you made fun of Timothy, or when you hit our trains," said Nia. The twins looked down at their buffers in shame. "Now you know how it feels to have a taste of your own medicine." "I think you deserve these back," puffed Nia as she revealed the trucks full of china clay behind her. "But how?" they said in unison. "Well, I paid a visit to Edward, and he knew every siding you two like to hide our trains in. But there are also some sidings that you don't know exist," chuckled Nia. "What? That's not fair," said the twins. But all the other engines did was laugh.